do you work on time management and can you really manage time? Not necessarily. You can manage yourself. We all have 24 hours. So how do you manage yourself? How do you work a calendar? How do you work a schedule? How do you prep for that stuff? How do you know what your capacity is?
Your time is now to become a champion of your real estate brand. Are you ready?
Welcome to the stage. It's your moment to shine. Level up your game. Success is on the line. Okay. Your time is now to become a champion of your real estate brand. Are you ready? Let's go. The Champions Podcast starts now.
Welcome to the first episode, officially, right?
Yeah, it's the Champions Podcast, baby.
Let's go. And this is it. This is the start of a new adventure. So, welcome, and let's talk about being.
Iain, man, let's get the people to know us. For them joining us on the Champions Podcast, we want to get to know people, right?
Yeah.
But with this vision now, we're talking about getting it out to Spotify and really pushing it out on social media. So, Iain, take a quick 30-second intro to you because you're awesome. You're in Spain. Tell the people all about you, man.
So, yeah, hello, if you're listening. And yeah, we want to get to know the people. So please let us know where you're listening from, how you found us, and what's going on. But I am Iain, Maine. I am from Scotland. I have been living in Spain for 16 years at this point right now, and I have been working with EXP since 2021. I was one of the first EXP agents here in Spain. I made the first sale in Spain, and I'm currently managing an awesome organization out here in Spain. Well, I have agents in 4 countries, but yeah, we're making some moves out here. Growth is insane every single year, and we just wanted to share with you what's going on, how it's done, our thoughts, the experiences, all the fun parts and the not so fun parts with all of you guys so that you can learn and take some stuff away from any of our episodes. So yeah, welcome to the Champions Podcast.
Man, it's something that you kind of went over, that organization that you're building, and kudos to you because I know you're a humble guy. You work hard. You don't look for a lot of recognition out there. You don't have an ego. You don't have any of that, which is awesome, and that's why I love you too, man. But you are one of the top sponsors of EXP Spain. I think you ended last year like top 5. Just amazing the things that you're doing, and you continue to help agents, and it comes from that heart that you have, and it shows because people that you have, your organization is a good size. Again, you're a top sponsor, but there's people that have a few hundred more than you that aren't doing the same volume than you.
That's true.
So that says a lot because you're helping agents actually sell homes and help families build relationships, all that stuff. So that's a kudos to you, brother. So I know you don't promote that a lot, but that's a big win in your pocket. So I want to promote it for you.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that. And it's true. Yeah, I was number 3 top sponsor in 2024 with 19 agents at the time. So yeah,
beautiful, baby.
I think number 1 had like 400. Or
Yeah,
something crazy like that. So yeah, no,
yeah.
I think I appreciate it.
I love that, man. So, and then, hey, guys, I'm Jason Justak. I'm out here in Indiana, rocking and rolling with real estate. I do production. I focus on other agents and helping them build their business to become the best it can be in real estate. Iain and I have been friends since 2021 now, and it's been an awesome ride. We get to do a lot of the growth together. We mastermind together. He's usually my first text of the day to see how his day's going. And it's just an awesome friendship and relationship that he and I have built. And we extend that into our Champions organization. And those are the men and women that we are bringing in to help support, help be better in this business. And those that have joined us in EXP because they've seen a model that can work. That's a hybrid style model that is out there for the agent, the most agent centric company out there, the largest independent brokerage out there. And we continue to grow. We're on our way to 1 million agents. No lie, our leadership is focused on that.
Yep,
And that is stuff that I truly love to hear because if you're not growing, what are you doing? So,
exactly.
with that, Ian, I might say a bad word here, man.
That's okay. New podcast, new verbiage. Let's just,
I hear it too often. I hear it
yeah,
from a lot of realtors. You want to hear what it is?
let's hear it. Nice and loud. Damn. I wouldn't say that in front of my kids.
It's true though, right? So many
Right,
people are saying, hey, do you have time for this? Do you have time for that? Oh man, I'm really, hey, how's things going? I'm right.
right, right.
One, it should be looked at as a positive, first
Yeah,
and foremost, wouldn't you say?
yeah. It's actually making me think of just yesterday. I was speaking with somebody she's an agent, but she wants to buy. So she was reaching out to other agents that she'd seen properties of that she was interested in. And she was surprised at the number of agents that didn't get back to her. But some of them that did get back to her were like, oh, I'm. And my first image was them like sat on the couch watching TV or something along those lines, responding to this text or the phone call, like, oh, I'm like my show's not finished yet. Let me let me be. That's the that's what I hear when I hear the word. That's what I think of. So
Yep.
yeah, it's a pretty bad word in my books.
It really is. I think of it as an excuse. And I
Oh
really
yeah.
look at it, I look at it as more of real estate agents. Is really where I'm coming from with this. Obviously, we're in real estate, so this is my mindset behind it.
Of course.
Um, and so if you're watching and listening, is it an excuse? Aren't we here to work hard and push and do the best we can for our clients, and then go get more business, market properly, and do everything we can that we were sworn by, by a realtor board or an agency or what have you? My first thought, Ian, Ian, I
Hmm.
said it again. Um, you look at time management, right?
Yeah.
We're that first comes to my mind, time management. But can we really manage time? Not really. We all have 24 hours in a day, correct?
True. That's true. Yeah.
So how do you block your time? How do you maneuver every hour? Does your presentation take 2 hours? Can you limit that to an hour and a half?
Hmm.
You know, are you scheduling hour-long meetings when they could be 15 minutes or 30 minutes? And instead of jibber jabbing, can you shrink that? Where can you do better with your timing? We all have those 24 hours in a day. And so that's where I challenge a lot of people to really think to that and say, all right, how do I block this? Right? What do you
Yeah.
do, Ian, on yours? I mean, how do you run your daily production?
Well, for me, it's looking at being the right things. I think context has everything to do with it because you could be, which means you're missing out on phone calls, not returning messages, like the example I said before. But because you're on something that really isn't going to produce anything at the end of the day. So depending on what you're with, you actually are, or you're just procrastinating, making excuses, messing around and posting on Instagram that you've been working like, oh, 12 hours today, where really like only 2 hours were really productive and actually brought you um were money producing actions, and the rest was just you pretending to be able to post later on, like, oh my God, I worked 12 hours today, I'm exhausted, blah blah blah, whatever. Um, I would much rather focus in locking on 4 hours of work, and I'm talking this is the good kind of productive work. Let's change the word for productive. for 4 hours a day and then take the rest of the day off, then be
Yep.
for 12 hours, um, that kind of for 12 hours. So how I do it, I may work less in a day, but what I do work is dollar or
Intentional.
euro, yes, euro producing activities that will, yeah, that will produce results for my business and in the end for my family and whatever else. So that's how I'm not big on like the time blocking. I know that that works for some people. I tried it. It did work for a while, to be fair, but not, I didn't stick with it.
That's the
My
hard part.
focus was, yeah, I think it's personal to each person, but my focus was to actually just make sure that what I'm doing is going to end up in my bank account, basically.
Yep.
Simple as
So,
that.
so what if I could quickly summarize? So you're being super intentional.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
in those 4 hours, I know you work more than 4 hours, but in a 4 hour shift, I mean, you're saying, hey, all right, I got to meet with the champions organization. Then I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I got to meet a client at 3 o'clock. Um, and then you got to pick up your kids at 3:30, 4 o'clock, whatever times. Um,
Yeah.
in essence, I know you're watching that calendar, but I just hear that intention. And that's the difference, I think, from working a 4 hour day to that to stretching what could have been done in 4 hours to 12 hours, where, yeah, hey, I was going to post on Instagram, but I ended up scrolling for 30 minutes,
Right.
right? You get sucked in.
Yeah.
So when you're going to be on social media, post on social media, don't read social media till you're done with your day, right?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
get sucked in. Stop the scroll unless it's on Ian Main or Just Ask Justak on our Instagram handles. So
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's productivity right there.
that's right there. That's number one. So yeah, shameless plug. Shameless plug number one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. But it's true because it even for me, it even got to a point where like day-to-day things that don't have anything to do with work, I was thinking about them being non-productive, like going shopping for your food, your weekly shop,
Sure.
groceries or whatever. Um, Traveling to somewhere, I don't know, like I don't know, let's just say for example, you travel 15 minutes just to get to
Yeah.
the hairdresser that you really like. Like even the hairdressing itself, like that needs to be done, but the travel to it, I feel like for me, it got to a point in my life where I was like, this is just wasting my time. And going shopping was wasting my time. And I know it sounds ridiculous and it might sound obnoxious and everything else, but if I can pick up my phone and in 5, 10 minutes have it done where they bring it to my door, the whole time that I wasted actually going to the supermarket and doing the shopping could have been spent helping agents, bringing in more agents, helping clients, making more sales rather than wandering aimlessly around the supermarket. I don't know. For me, it got to a point where I was
Yeah.
constantly thinking about these little tasks that we do in a day,
Yep.
which in reality had were just time wasters.
Two things on that, brother. Um,
Yeah,
that was a shift in mindset for you because
totally.
old habit was we go to the supermarket, we do get our
Yeah,
groceries. We've got to do it that way. That's how it was. But that's not how it is now. We now, if yeah, you're then hey, order them online, get them shipped to your door.
yeah,
I think we have a service with a local grocer here, and we have to pay $30 a year for them
right,
to deliver it. And so what? $30, that's what? That's $2 a month, less a little more than that.
right.
So but for that peace of mind to say, hey, I can leverage myself and I can give back more time. And this is something that our dear friend Frank Panuto always says as we get older, time becomes more valuable than money, right? We can't help
Yeah,
but agree to that. So, how do you get your time back? Right there, Ian, you said it. You said it, man. And
yeah.
second thing I wanted to say, and I'll cut it back to you. You mentioned that drive time, whether it's to grocery or the hairstylist or whatever. My question is that why you shaved your head because you wanted to cut that drive time to the hairstylist?
No, I shaved it because I didn't want to waste the time styling my hair in the morning. So, and you may notice I only ever wear, and this is true, I only ever wear black or white t-shirts because I don't waste time picking out the clothes in the morning. Honestly, it got to a point where it overflowed. It started for productivity in my business and it overflowed into my personal life. And I threw all of my clothes out and I said, I wear black t-shirts or white t-shirts because they go with everything. There's going to be like people in the comments like, "Oh my God, it doesn't go with everything," and I'm not stylish. I don't know. I don't know about fashion, but I just open the wardrobe and I throw my hand in there. Whatever comes out is what I wear that morning. There's no time
That's
wasted at all. My wife takes
hilarious.
so long to get ready in the mornings. It's insane. And I'm like, by the time you're done, I could have had like two or three meetings that have helped us grow X amount over the yeah, it's insane to me. And that is what it is actually one of the reasons why I shaved my head, yeah.
Hilarious. I love it. Hey, and so yeah, it's getting back your time.
It is, it is. But I want to throw this in here. Imagine how stupid, and I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but imagine how stupid you must be if you delegate to others these home tasks. So whether it's like your hairdressing, maybe they come to you rather than you go to them, so you don't waste time on the commute there, the grocery shopping or the um cleaning of your house. Maybe you have someone that comes in and cleans your house because it's so much time for you, whatever it is. Imagine how stupid you would be to have someone else do that for you so that you can focus on your business, supposedly, and then you're doing stupid, mundane administration tasks instead of actual dollar producing activities.
Yep.
So it's
Or Euro producing.
or euro producing activity, exactly. So just I don't know, it's really, really think about what is productive to you. And when you tell other people that you're like, actually think about, yeah, like we'd want you to just erase that word from your vocabulary. Just don't use it anymore. You're either productive or you're not productive.
Mhm.
Like, how's your day been? Oh, I'm super busy. Get rid of that. Now you say, oh, I've been super non-productive. Why? Because you had like one meeting that was really good out of the 8 hours in the day that you're supposed to work, and that was it.
Mhm.
The rest of it
Yep.
was just brainless scrolling on social media, reading through emails which don't give any value. I don't know. Meetings which are a waste of your time. I think meetings is a big one, a real big one. I think a lot of people do a lot of meetings that aren't productive.
Oh,
I
can
don't
I
know.
pause you right there real fast on
Yeah.
meetings? I agree. I agree. And if you're going to meetings, webinars, masterminds, things like that, utilize it to execute. And that's, I think, one of the biggest things. You could go to a meeting every day, and if you don't utilize that information and put it in your daily activity, you're wasting time.
You
So
are.
again, it goes back to intention, to
Mhm.
be intentional with those meetings. But yeah, they can be. They're very valuable too. I see those. Same with these podcasts. They're the same. We want to bring awareness. We want to bring people to think and become better. And that's the challenge of those masterminds and meetings. But if you, the individual, are attending, are you using that to your advantage?
So that's interesting because I'll often attend the trainings in EXP Spain. Um, I'm often I'll have them on in the background whilst I'm doing other stuff, in all fairness.
Hmm.
But I'll check who's in there in those meetings because I always want to see if like some of my agents are in there.
Yep.
And I will rarely see, not never, but rarely see my top producing agents in those meetings because they're with actual production and stuff that's going to bring them um, money.
Yep.
I'm not saying that you don't need to do the trainings. Obviously, you do because they all went through that. But
Right.
the people that aren't producing, and in the experience that I have, because we've been doing this now for 4 years, the agents that come and the agents that leave 2 years later without doing a single transaction are in every single training, every single class, every single meeting, every single thing. and then they tell everyone that they're, but they made no sales in 2 years.
Yeah.
Just
But I
preventative.
attended all the classes.
Yeah,
Great. What did that get you?
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So there has to be a realization for yourself. And sometimes this is a great moment where you may need a coach in your life. And then you're like, hey, I can't afford a coach. I get it. That's where you partner up with somebody like Iain or myself
Right.
and say, listen, we're not going to charge you for it. We're going to help you grow. We're going to help hold you accountable. We're going to help push you. We're going to help be that voice that you need to hear to say, yeah, good that you want to attend that. Great. So let's have a 15-minute after that webinar and let's figure out a game plan of how you're going to implement that into your business today, not tomorrow, not Saturday, not next week, not next month, today. And if you can't answer that or you're unwilling to put it in to your business today, don't go.
Right. That's true. That's a big thing. Yeah, that's massive. Because it's strange how like the same activity can be productive and it cannot be productive, just depending on how you come into it. Like
Yeah.
with the intention that you have
Yeah.
behind it, whether you're willing to. Yeah, that's quite an interesting perspective there. But
Yeah.
I think the coach thing was a huge part of it because what's going to happen is you'll be made to feel uncomfortable to do things which are dollar or euro producing activities. That's what you need to get out of the slump of being all the time to actually maybe working less and getting like 3 times more of the results. It's just a little discomfort. That's okay. Anyone can do that.
Yeah.
Start more cold calls, I don't know, like door knocking, things that people don't like to do. Well, at the end of the day, those are the kind of things that are going to get you where you want to go. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Think about it. And if you're not willing to do those things, your reason why isn't strong enough. Because if it
Love it.
was, you'd do anything to get there.
Anything. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that anything is becoming uncomfortable and being okay with uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Just like you said, I've often thought, comfort is the opposite of growth. I'm
Yeah.
comfortable.
I,
I'm comfortable. Maybe you're sitting on the couch. Hey, I'm comfortable. Great.
yeah.
So what are you doing? The only growth that may be happening while you're comfortable on the couch is your belly.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Um, but that ties into that. Do you want to stay comfortable or do you want to be the best in this business? Or the best version of you in this business? You don't even have to be number one, but the best version of you in this business.
Yeah.
And that's a challenge right there. Don't be comfortable. Don't be awesome and get your stuff together. So love it, man.
Get your shit together. Let's go. Come on. What is this? You gotta, you gotta think of, you gotta think of what gets you up in the morning and make sure that that is gives you enough power to get over the feeling of being uncomfortable. Like for example,
Mhm.
I've always wanted to retire my father. That's always been a lifetime goal of mine, retire my dad. That's just something I would really love to do. And I'm running out of time.
Yeah.
But when I'm sitting there with my finger above the call button because I'm scared to make a cold call or whatever it is, whatever action it is, that dollar producing action that it is that I'm scared to do, is that action so huge and so powerful that it overshadows retiring my father? Like, which one carries more emotion? Which one carries more power? Which one would give me more satisfaction? Like, retiring my father is towers over everything else. Of course, I'm going to push a little button and make a stupid little phone call, which they might not even pick up over not retiring my father. So get comfortable making uncomfortable decisions with a huge reason why behind you, which will just make it easier for you. So maybe maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're doing nothing all day because you don't know why you're here. You don't know what you're doing this for. Maybe
I
that's
love
the
it.
first thing. Yeah. Sit down one day, close your eyes and just think about what you really want and who you want to become. And that
Well,
might be what it takes.
well said, brother. That was
Mm.
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's that's the challenge. I mean, just think any moment when you're uncomfortable, you feel but when you're like you said, comfortable being uncomfortable, you're going to
Yeah.
grow. You're going to grow. And what does that look like? That's where, hey, a coach, a partnership, having the right people around you is huge. One of the books I wanted to reference as we talked about this topic today is, it's all about shortening up everything, shortening up your year. And there might be two books, and you might reference the second one, but one of them is a 12-week year. We've talked about that one.
Yeah.
What does your life look like if you ran what is normally 52 weeks in 12 weeks, right?
Yeah.
That's huge because now it's every 3 months, which would be technically a quarter. And that could start any day. It could start today and just go for the next 12 weeks. But again, it's what's that intention. If you haven't checked that book out, do so. We'll put
Yeah.
up the link. We'll put the link up on Amazon. You could check it out and definitely purchase that. A great read. Great to implement into your work life balance. Um,
Which is huge.
the other book, you know what I'm thinking about, Ian?
Is it who, not why? No. What?
That one's
I got
called Who Not How, but that's not
I got
that's
the wrong.
that's the third book that I was thinking about, but I got a second book as well. I'm seeing if you could. I'm sending you some telekinesis.
I was thinking the 12-week year first, and then what came to mind was the 4-hour work week.
Yeah, that's it. Yes.
I knew it. Yeah. Yeah, it worked. It worked, yeah. I got the message from the world.
Good, good. And you've read that one. Tell us, your take on that
Um,
book.
this book is
Look at
I've read this one a few times now, and it really, first of all, the 12-hour work week. That changed a lot for me, and that was a really, really good book. And it sounds almost
12-week year,
impossible.
you mean, right?
Yeah, sorry, yeah, the 12-week
Yeah.
year.
I didn't want to
Um,
confuse anybody.
yeah. So when you first think about, okay, doing more in 3 months than you would do in 12 months, that's impossible. Like, how
Right.
is it possible to do more in 3 months than you can do in like a whole year? That doesn't even make sense. Trust me, it's because with bullshit, sorry. It can happen and you can do it. It really seriously highly recommend that book. And then yeah, the 4-hour work week. So if I'm talking to you about like being too with mundane tasks that don't really provide much to your business, like emails, it could be like the cleaning in your house, going to shopping, all the rest of it, like all these administrative tasks that you need to do in business and everything else. This book tells you how to delegate all of that stuff so that you end up working only 4 hours a week. I spoke about 4 hours a day before. I should have said a
Right.
week.
Yep.
Because you can do it, and that 4-hour work week, those 4 hours are the most productive hours that you will ever work because that's all you need to do in your business to make it grow. So this one has a really, really good perspective on how you can run a business and make it work with delegation and things like that. That one plus the 12-week year together, it's like, whoa, that'll just take you to a whole new level you didn't even know existed. Yeah, great stuff.
Ian, man, great stuff today. We're talking about being, I can't believe I said it again. How can we help other people that are right now? And how can we help them grow? Let's summarize what we've kind of done, and then how about a little game plan of some sort that we could send out to our viewers, man?
So you're either in a position where you know that you're wasting time with things that aren't productive, or you're so all the time that you haven't even realized it yet, that you could be doing way less and have a better lifestyle. So I would honestly recommend checking out these two books that we spoke about because if it's something you want to do, this will teach you how. If it's something you didn't even know you were doing yet, this will make you realize what's going on in your business. That's a good first step. I think awareness is always the first step of everything. Another step people can take, which is easy, is surround yourself with the people that know how to help. It's maybe people that have done what you're trying to do, people that are able to, it could be like work less and make more. I think that's a good goal that most people have.
Yeah.
We do it. Me and Jason do it all the time. This is what we do. This is what we try and help other agents with. Get in touch, reach out to us, reach out to other people that you know of that might be able to help you with this kind of thing. But honestly, just don't stay where you are if you know that time is being wasted, because there's no way that if you work 10 hours a day or 8 hours a day or whatever it is, that those full 8 or 10 hours are really
Productive.
like productive hours. So yeah, become aware. That's the first step.
Become aware. Get these 2 books. Review
Yeah.
these. I would add on there. Reach out to Ian or myself, or both of us for that matter, and schedule a 30-minute discovery video call with us. Just
Yeah.
we get to know you, we get to understand your business, we get to dive into what's important to you. And that's where we want to help. It's not the Ian show, it's not the Jason show, it's the you show. And that's honest. And so that's a great first step, because then we could kind of diagnose where you're at and help
Yeah.
you get organized. And, like we said, you can't manage time, but you can manage yourself,
Yeah.
and you could put things in that 24-hour time frame. Let's work it out. If you're let's create that so it's not in your vocabulary.
Yeah.
So just like Ian said earlier, when people are saying, "Oh, hey, how are you?" I'm No, stop that. I'm productive.
Productive. Yeah.
Huge mindset, right? And it goes from like a negative connotation to a positive.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
so that's where I challenge people. So yeah, I'm going to add the mindset piece on there to say, "Hey, I'm productive," and then schedule an appointment with us, and let's just talk. Easy peasy, no obligation, no nothing. We just want to help. So we'll put our Calendly links. You have Calendly?
I do. I'll send. Yeah, we'll get it over
Okay,
and we
cool.
can.
Send that. We'll post that on here too. I'll post mine. Like I said, get in touch with one or both of us, and
Yeah.
we can figure your business out. So that's what we want to do.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for being here for the Champions podcast. This was definitely a productive podcast. So stick around for some more and we'll see you in the next one.
I look forward to it, brother. Thank you, man. We are the champions.
Just ask, just stay. Just ask, just stay. You should just ask, just stay. Just ask, just stay. You should just ask, just stay. You should just ask.